All right, here we go. Welcome to
And Stuff, the greatest show on the internet.
That is the Rumor, and we're going to spread it. Tonight we are looking at Hush 2, Batman issue 162. We got some thoughts, and now we're going to dive into it, and it's going to be interesting. Stick around. Also, I'm going to show off what I'm going to give away for the leaderboard contest that we have coming up. You don't want to miss that. It's going to be at the end of the show, so stick around for the entire show. Like, subscribe, do all that cool stuff. We'll see you in 2.3 seconds. Let's go.
I am telling you, it is the definition between an entrepreneur and an employee. The employee goes to the cliff, looks over the cliff, says, is there a balloon down there? Do I be safe? What happens if it hurts? What if I land on my neck? The entrepreneur, they said, we need to jump off the cliff, backs up 10 feet to get a fucking run.
This town needs an enema.
Fuck.
Who are you? Where's Commissioner Gordon?
Come on. You guys need to beat me.
Too stupid!
You don't really think you'll win. Things change.
You got me? Who's got you?
Everything changed. And anyone who tells you different is just lying.
You know who this is? This is Mark motherfucking Sylvester.
All right, let's get rolling. No music again. I just noticed that. Jeez, every single time you can make money on I'm gonna forget this every time. All right, let's go. There we go. Music, rocking and rolling. All right, hot stuff. I'm excited. Well, partly excited. What's going on? How's it going, man? How you doing?
Doing well. Doing some sketching. Working on some pages for something the future. But we're getting there.
Oh, nice. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. All right, Hush 2. We're going to dive into it in a second. I want to say hi to the chat before we get going. Do me a favor, guys. Wherever you're at, please hit the like button. Share this channel out. Let people know that we are live. And jump into the chat. Join us here if you have been following this storyline. If you like it, if you dislike it, if you're reading it, if you care about it at all. If not, you just want to hang out and have a good time and look at comic book art. That's what this is for. Let's get rocking and rolling. All right, let's see what's going on here. Pastmaster Dan, number one in the chat, number one in our hearts. My friend, that makes you.
You're number one.
You are number one, my friend. Congratulations for being in the chat. Appreciate you very much. Thank you for being here. Mark Penguin's in the house. Says, I'm not going to lie. I kind of gave up on the story.
We're getting there.
We have some thoughts for sure.
So, Mr. Penguin, a penguin is a bird that cannot fly. I am a man. I have a name.
And his name is Mark Penguin. Welcome. We also have Adversity in the house. Is Hail. Batman Hush 2. Let's go.
There.
Let's keep that energy. Let's rock and roll. Scribe Comics is in the house. Says Hail Joe. Hail Sean.
What's up, Hail?
Hail to you. Wiley J says, that's not only Jim Lee, someone is helping him ghost this book, I swear. Oh. You know, if I hadn't been seeing the original pencils, not in person, but if they hadn't been posting the original pencils over on Facebook, I would say possibly. But the original pencils looks a lot like Jim. It looks a little, yeah, it looks vintage Jim for sure. The inks are what Sean and I think are off on this, and that falls on the shoulders of Scott Williams for various reasons, as we've talked about before in previous shows. But that's why I think the big difference in the art is coming from is the polish, the finish, that are the inks.
Yeah.
Shout out to YSA's in the house. Haven't read it yet. See you guys later. Fine, man. But thank you. Appreciate you. By the way, go check out YSA. Fantastic artist, is doing commissions, knocking it out of the park. I mean, he just did a man bat. Or did the Scarecrow? I saw a man bat that's out there. It's all over the place. You don't want to miss out. Fantastic art. We have Cosmic Studios is in the house. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well.
Afternoon. Stinks like sex in here.
He is also the first member in the chat tonight.
Oh my God! I'm sorry! I can't stop coming! I'm sorry! Oh, it feels so good!
You know, it feels so good to have the members in the chat tonight. Welcome, my friend. Good to see you. Says, I see makes sense. Yes, makes sense. Well, I mean, if you're new to this, let's give you our breakdown of why we think that the inks are the thing that are kind of failing this. And also, I'm not the craziest about the colors, and I love Alex Sinclair as a colorist, but I don't necessarily know if I like what he's doing with the color palette on this book. But Sean, explain the whole ink theory, because you're the one that kind of brought it to light, and I agree with what's going on with the inks.
Well, for the past, I don't know if it's been a decade or so, he's been using this. It's almost a synthetic.
Scott Williams, yes.
Yeah.
Just making sure people out there know.
To ink, and it's more pen based. I got it. Clearly, I'm no Scott Williams, but it doesn't give the same feel as brushes or nibs. It just kind of looks bland and flat and lifeless and a little lackluster. But also, there are rumors and sayings, and I heard on the internet he has some health issues. So maybe that has something to do with it, but there's no pizzazz, there's no energy, there's no, there's nothing that's making me want to grab my dick and be like, that's awesome.
Oh yeah,
I grab my dick for different reasons.
That's true. But, and God bless if he is dealing with health issues for sure. I mean, we highly respect Scott Williams around here, one of the best inkers in the history of comics. You know, he's up there with the greats in my opinion.
Yeah.
But we're looking at this series with a critical eye. We've talked about the stuff we love about it, the stuff we don't like about it. And even, Jeff Loeb, we're going to have some thoughts on the story with Jeff Loeb here. Now, we are what, 7 issues into this run now? 6 issues into this run?
Maybe 6. See, I'm not that invested where I'm keeping count of what number, what book,
Yeah, that's the sad thing to say.
Yeah.
Because we were so excited about this when it started. We're dedicated to finishing this, but we were so excited when we did that whole 4 show series where we were breaking down the original Hush from the early 2000s. Right. I mean, that was fantastic. That was so much fun.
We did a great job. Yeah,
we did. That was awesome shows. Go back and watch it. It was amazing.
We should watch ourselves watching.
We should do that. We should EFAP ourselves.
Yeah,
that hasn't been done yet, I don't think. Well, no, maybe it has, but not the way we would do it. Michael Pritchard says, hot take, I'd rather eat a Hot Pocket than complete Hush 2, but it's way better than what I can do. Shout out member of the channel. K.O.Jo's in the house says, greetings from Raleigh, North Carolina. Greetings, my friend. I guarantee you that the eyes are going on. Wait, I guarantee you that the eyes are going on both creators. Oh, the eyes.
Yeah, they're up in their 60s, unless they haven't had like laser surgery.
Yeah, but I don't. The thing about Jim Lee's art is I don't necessarily see like a drop off. If you still see the stuff he's producing, like when he does Twitch streams, and that stuff looks inspired to me. When he gets to the sequential work that he's been doing lately, and going back to Suicide Squad, I would say, because I think the last great thing Jim Lee did was Superman Unchained, but Sean has a different feeling on that.
Actions 1000.
That was pretty good too. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Pencils were really good, and just seeing that come to life, in real life, you can watch it on YouTube. It's fucking awesome.
I just think it's the sequential stuff. It's not as dynamic as it was before. The posing it seems stiff, it seems flat. Even the original pencils, there's some stuff that comes out looks really awesome, and then the other things that come out and it just looks so.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not we've said it before, like we hold these guys in the highest esteem, the highest bar, and we hold that to their best work. So we're going to be a little bit critical, even though it's still better than anything most anybody can do. So
Sure.
don't at us, everybody.
Or do it. I don't pay attention.
Or do that, yeah. And Versus, what do you guys think of Stranger Things? I love it. Yeah, we did a whole show on Sunday about it, just kind of talking. It wasn't really necessarily a review, but we were just kind of talking about what we thought about season 5.
Mm-hmm.
And I've loved it so far. I think it's right on par for what the seasons have been. I've seen people out there criticize it, and to each their own. That's their own criticism with it. But I think it's right on par with what they've been building in the entire story.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm at a point now, and maybe I'll cover this on Ronan Joe at some point. I'm over the culture war shit. Like, I'm just tired of it because I feel like it ruins just fun, entertaining stuff. You know, like everyone's just got to jump in and try to tear apart what's woke here, what's woke there, agenda, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, it's just an entertaining story. Is there woke stuff in Stranger Things? Yeah, there has been since the first season.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that hasn't changed at all, but it's nothing that ruins the show. It's just a fun show. I like it. And just, yeah, I could go on about that because there's some
You better be
stupid takes on
careful.
there.
Somebody's going to at you.
Somebody's going to at me, that's for sure. Let's move on. The leaderboard, everybody. Stick around to the end of the show. I'm going to show you what I am going to be giving in the leaderboard, or one of the things, the major thing I'm going to be putting into the leaderboard prize for whoever wins this. And it's coming right down right now to Rick Saylor and Christopher Bouchard are the top two who really have the chance to win this thing. Now, anybody can, but they are well ahead in the lead. So stick around to see what that's going to be. But I think you guys are going to like it. What is the leaderboard? Thank you for asking. Here's the answer. As I say, if you're a regular here in the YouTube chat, there are numbers by everybody's name. That's how YouTube keeps track of the top contributors in the chat. What we like to do with that is take the top contributor and give you something for being the top contributor. Now, if you are number one at the end of the night, doesn't matter if you're number one now or 5 minutes from now or 20 minutes from now, you have to be number one at the end of the night. You are going to go onto the leaderboard. You're either going to get another win, another victory, or you're going to get your first victory, so on and so forth. But whoever has the most victories at the end of the night or the end of the year is going to get something really awesome. Sean is throwing in like 1,000 head sketches. Paul Thayer is going to throw in an exclusive, was it Project Gnosis Zero or something? Don't quote me, but he's throwing in an exclusive book in there. I'm going to put in what I'm putting in.
Beanie from San Diego. You got to get on into that, chat. An exclusive beanie that he was rocking from San Diego. Bully him until he gets it up.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna show you what I'm putting in there, and you guys are gonna love it. Sheldon Martin, remember the channel is in the house. He says, "Hey, Ronan Joe and Samurai Sean, without the U." I like that.
Pegging isn't new for me, friendo, but it is for Disney.
Yes, sir. And shout out for Sheldon. He grabbed a hoodie, I think, at the last show that we were on.
Nice.
So do me a favor. Let me bring this up real quick, guys, since we're talking about that.
Take pictures of you rocking it, like in the mirror, like,
Yes.
Do the sachet.
If you guys buy anything from the Superior Press store, superiorpresscomics.com, if you guys get anything from it, do me a favor. So if you got a shirt, let me show you something real quick. I just added this on just for an example. If you buy a shirt or whatever, do me a favor after you get it, go back to where you bought it, go all the way down to the bottom, and leave me a review. Now, in this review, you can write up whatever you feel about the shirt, quality-wise. I'm hoping it's a good review, but be honest with it. And then do me a favor, post pictures. You don't have to post a picture of yourself, but post a picture of the product that you got so that people in the future can see what the quality is from the reviews. I think it's definitely going to help the store a lot. So I'm shouting out to everybody that's bought stuff over Black Friday and over the Cyber Monday deals that we did. Go there, leave a review. But if you guys want, make sure you go check the store out. You guys can get t-shirts, hoodies, prints, posters, coffee mugs, original arts, limited print run comics, ash cans, all this kind of stuff. Go to superiorpresscomics.com. I should probably drop that link in the chat, but we also link down below as well. So, all right, got all the advertising out of the way. Let me drop this in here real quick. If I can spell, which I can't.
These nuts.
Oh, shit.
Fun times.
All right. Takes longer to type something out. There you go. There's a link in the chat. I'm going to pin it up to the top. If you guys want, go support me there. Grab some merch and all that good stuff. All right. I missed last stream. The fact that it looks badass, though. That's a fact. That is a fact. Yeah, for sure. Yes, I was there for Sunday stream. Finger Red #1. I like that. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Wait. There's a culture war going on. I know, right?
Yeah.
I'm done with it. It's a culture war of the left versus the right. There's certain things about the culture war that are important, and then there's a lot that are not important, to me at least. And I think there are too many people on social media, on YouTube, they're making money off of just bitching about every little thing now. And I think we've lost the plot when it comes to the culture war. I think now it's just become pushback and bitch about every single thing because you're making money, getting your click, doing your views. Yeah, exactly. My name is Adversity Art. It's all right though, Joe. Oh yeah, no, I abbreviate things because it's a long. It's too long to say Adversity Art 7289.
You forgot the 8 and the 9.
You got the 8 and 9.
It's important.
I do my best, guys. I do my best. I'll go to the Target fitting room and take pictures of just me in the sweater.
Yeah.
Please do. Please do. Take it easy, Winnie the Pooh. All right, nice. Okay, let's jump into this. Let's get into issue 1. Let's get it over. Spoilers, everybody. This was not my favorite issue that we've done so far. It sucks because the last issue we did was actually pretty fun. Yeah. Both Sean and I really liked the last issue 161. I thought that was good. The art was really good. There was some stuff to really get into it. Now we dive into this issue, obviously picking right up off of issue 161, and to me it just kind of falls flat. And I'm kind of throwing out the baby with the bathwater a little bit with this, just kind of jumping into the conclusion. But I'm just letting you guys know what I think ahead of time of this, because it's just spoil away. Yes, we're gonna go. We're doing spoilers. Let's go. It's just, oh man, it was disappointing. I'm gonna say right off the bat, it was disappointing. There's some good stuff. I'm gonna point out some good things about it. It's not just gonna be a negative stream here, but there was definitely some disappointment in here. All right, let's jump into it. Hush 2, cover by Jim Lee. What do you think about the cover, Sean?
That's cool.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, and here's the thing. It's just, I don't know, man. There's something about the art that's bugging me. And it's not just all Scott Williams. It's not.
Colors.
The colors are weird. I don't know what Sinclair is doing comparative to what he did in the past. But I'm not liking it. I don't like the highlights. It seems a lot more like flat, muted. I don't know. There's just something that. This is pretty cool. Yeah,
that looks cool.
Dan Mora cover, or is this just an advertisement?
No, it's an advertisement.
Okay. All right. So we jump in and we saw that Batman was fighting with Batgirl. She was going through all of her emotions and her feels and all that good stuff. And then the Bat family shows up. And so this is what I've been theorizing for the entire time, that Hush is going to drive a wedge between Batman and the Bat family, and that he's going to end up having to go against him in some manner for some reason. And this is kind of the beginning of all of this. And we get to stand down, stare down, and we've got, okay, Riddler, who's not part of the Bat family. We've got Huntress, Nightwing, Damian's here, and then Catwoman out of nowhere for whatever reason. Yeah, nice. Look at that. Look at that outfit. That's good.
Yeah, I'm surprised they got away with that design.
Yeah. Too risque, or what are you thinking?
Yeah. You know, like if we're gonna go to the culture war, like feminist
feminists,
male feminists,
the male gaze.
the male gaze. They'd be like, I'm offended on her behalf, but she's like, I wish I had that rack. Why you getting involved in my dreams?
Hell yeah, that rack. Let's go. I wish I had that rack. You know what I'm saying? Michael said Sinclair is adding too much textures within the colors. Thank you, my friend. Because that's what I've been saying since the 159. Was it 159? 158?
Oh, no.
Whatever issue was that started this storyline, that was exactly what I've been saying. There's way too much texture in the colors. And it looks off. There's something about it that I don't know. The more I'm excited about the storyline and the potential, like I was telling Sean, the potential of what the storyline could be, I see it, and I'm excited about it. The execution so far, all around, and this falls a lot on Jeff Loeb, has not been there for me. And I'm just going to say it right out the gate. It's been a fast-paced. Well, the pacing's been off. It just seems fast. Everything we're doing is just we're speeding through it.
Yeah.
We're speeding through it, and there's some things that don't make sense, and there's things in this issue I'm gonna talk about that don't make sense to me.
Yeah.
And it's disappointing. Yeah, the colors are a little flat on the cover. I feel like a lot of the colors in general in this run are a little flat, and I don't mind flat colors. That's not the issue with me, but there's just something off-putting about some of the stuff, and I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't get it. And there should be a shadow of some sort under the arm that is against a brick wall. We like frisky. Frisky, are we?
What's up,
Pizza's in the house. What's going on, Pizza? Good to see you. All right, let's jump into it. So these guys show up, and Batgirl's just like, hey, I got this. Stand down. I'm like, do you got this? Do you really got this, though? What do you think you got? You're fighting Batman. This is another thing I don't like, Sean. This is Batman. None of the people in the family should be able to stand up, and maybe he's just going easy on them, right? When he was fighting Jason a few issues back, or now that he's fighting Batgirl last issue. I feel like he's taking it easy because he doesn't want to hurt people that he loves or cares about. But these people actually think that they have like some kind of chance against him. It seems that way. But it comes across in the writing kind of just like out of character.
That's rich kid mentality. Like
there you go.
You've never got an ass whooping in your life, and now daddy's got to come and smack your bum.
And that's pretty much what it is. And
so
Nightwing shows up.
Bad as fuck. Like this looks like somebody practicing like Photoshop back in like 2000.
It's just there's the amount of talent that's on this book. I don't understand why it looks like this.
Why are my heroes killing my dreams? This makes me want to be an editor.
Right? Yeah. Be like, go back and recolor this. The art in this is not bad, although I think some of the finishing. I think we were talking about with Scott. I feel like the line weights are just. He doesn't get the same kind of line weights as he does when he was inking with a brush.
Yeah, like that like bottom panel where he's jabbing her, like that energy around his shoulders. That's cool.
Yeah. Effects wise, fine.
Cool. Yeah.
But there's a lot of thin lines. Then maybe that's one of the things I'm not used to seeing Jim Lee have so much thin lines in his art. And a lot of that is because of the finishing of Scott Williams. I don't know. I could be completely off my rocker with that.
We could be wrong as fuck.
Yeah, we could be completely wrong. It's just, I think what it is, I'm just trying to search for the reason that I'm not liking it visually like I should. It's Jim Lee.
Yeah.
I should be drooling all over this stuff, and I'm not. So he takes a second here to just kind of take Barbara out with whatever he injects her with, and basically what it does is it kind of makes her paralyzed for a second from the shoulders down, which is kind of a dick move when you think about it. And Nightwing is not a big fan of that at all. And this is what, again, story-wise, when I was saying I like the idea that you're going to turn the Bat family against Batman, I like it. It's a cool concept. But the way that Jeff Loeb is doing it is what I'm disagreeing with now. Because I don't see what he's really done so far that is really making the entire family turn against him. Like, this scene to me is just way unnecessary. Like, why are they there in the first place? Maybe we're going to find that out going forward. But why are they there to stop Batman in the first place? And he just, without a second thought, without talking to anybody, is just like, I got to take everybody out. So I'm going to distract you by stabbing Barbara with this stuff to make her feel like she did when she was paralyzed, to bring Dick into this, because he talks about, Dick has always been someone who wants to protect the people he loves. And, seeing this is going to be traumatizing for Dick. And it flashes back to like when Dick lost his parents, and he throws gas down and he's out of here. He gets everybody but Catwoman, which seems like a strategic mistake there, which doesn't seem, again, like Batman. I don't feel like that's something Batman would miss, Yeah.
Now go back up to that double page, because they're still going with that H panel grid.
Oh, you're right. Every double page is, yeah. That's a good call. I mean, I think still some of the best art in this book is in the flashbacks. Because I think that's probably Jim drawing his own stuff like he did the first time around. Watercolors, ink wash.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And that comes out the most energetic, I think.
I would just like to see him do a book like that. Like, not even, like we were talking earlier about him doing like what he does on his Twitch streams, inking his shit. I would love to see him just do pencil and like ink wash, and then have maybe Sinclair do this shit. That, like, depending on the story, of course.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I'm pretty much sold now where I'm not happy with the colors at all. I was so with now, like I said, we were 6 issues into this or whatever, and I'm definitely not happy with the colors. Sheldon said he roofied her with an electric shock. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. The syringe was filled with Cosby approved Jello. The pudding pops. All right.
Now, did you look at the bricks to see if there was like a message in there? Because I did. I didn't see shit.
I did not. No, actually, I didn't pay too much attention to anything, because I think I was just, when I was reading this, I was in a bad mood, because I was like, like it just wasn't hitting for me.
Right.
And so yeah, like, I mean, some of the stuff like KO is here. Is that KD is here? 25 something, like nothing major. You got this church, like some cool stained glass windows. And you get this, and I'm just like very uninspired, right?
I think he would have done a better job by himself.
Yeah, like, I don't know if this is inks or if it's the pencils, but this panel is a very uninspired panel, which to me, if you're holding this to Jim Lee's Hush first run, every panel in that book seemed like it was amazing.
Dick energy.
Yeah, great way to put it. It was big dick energy, and this is just kind of like flaccid, let's get through it, because I've been banging the same lady for 70 years, I'm just kind of over it. That's what this feels like.
Going into the ocean in April.
Yeah. So he jumps away, and right off the bat, he's just kind of like, Hush is near. What does he say here? He says he would never have orchestrated this and not studied it, and he puts on his night vision, and he sees him just standing there watching. He says, like in chess, never letting his hand move off the piece in play. He said chess, that was never Tommy's game. Now here is back to our theory that this really isn't Hush. We established this last episode that we don't really think this is
Alfred.
Thomas Elliott.
It's Alfred.
Oh, that'd be crazy, right?
Oh, then all this bullshit would be fine. If it was Alfred, he's like, you should have picked up your fucking socks.
That would be an interesting twist, right there. That would
be awesome. Yo, spread that rumor. # Hush is Alfred.
But I think this is Jeff Loeb. If this is in case, or indeed where they're going with this, where this is an imposter of Hush, because there are things about this that are different. His voice is different. He speaks with a whisper, so that can muffle Thomas Elliott's real voice, hiding that from Bruce. This could be a completely different person, a copycat, and he's dropping hints like chess was never Tommy's game. Like, there's something a little bit off about this, right? And so I'm still under my thought is this isn't Hush. This is somebody else, and we're going to find out being revealed. Who knows who it's going to be? But that's where I'm going with this.
Does Tommy have a brother?
Oh, maybe. I don't think so, unless it's like the long lost. What was unless he pulls a Scott Snyder with Court of Owls, and it just has a brother out there somewhere. We got a member of the channel, Rick Saylor, in the house. What is going on, brother? Good to see you. Where's your
common thread in all of my failed schemes is human stupidity. People are just too stupid to accept me as their leader.
Yeah. Let's go. Death Bowl watercolor shot, or one shot indeed. Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, the colors are inconsistent. I agree with that. There's some things that have looked really, really good. There's the other man, Christopher Bouchard's house, the number 1 and number 2 in the race for the leaderboard. The race for the leaderboard. Stick around, guys. I'm going to show you what is going to be up for grabs at the end of the show for sure. So Catwoman takes her chance and just jumps on Bruce, smashes him right through these glass windows, these beautifully stained glass windows, no regard to anything. Property damage. Let's go. And she says, time for a little cat chat. And this is where I have another issue. I feel like some of the dialogue in this run has not been Jeff Loeb worthy. That's just my opinion. But I'm going to point something else out that might piss some people off. It pissed me off when I saw it. Says Catwoman in the past has many lives have been, or in the past, her many lives have been entangled with Hush. Why is she here now? That's a great question. Will we get the answer for it? Spoilers. No. It was when I first encountered Hush, but I decided I could trust Selena. So if you go back to the original Hush run, that was the first real time they shared that big kiss scene, that big iconic kiss scene on the rooftops. In that storyline, he revealed that he was Bruce to her, and they decided they couldn't be together. There's this whole thing. So that happened in the last Hush. It was what he's referring to. So he's just, I like how he's just like, I'm just gonna try to knock this bitch out. But again, he's either going soft, he's either going clip that. He's either going soft on her, or she's actually just outmaneuvering him. If it's the latter, I don't like it, because I feel like Batman has been a step behind on everybody. Everybody's been getting hits on him. Look, I mean, she kicks him in the back. He's all pissed off, stops right before smacking her in that pretty little DSLs of hers. He's like, oh wait, I don't want to ruin those. I'm gonna get those for later. She said, I don't want to fight. Well, why did you smash him through a freaking window then? Women, you know?
Broads.
Women. Here's where I don't like. Let me read this for you. It says, we both removed our masks, revealing our true faces. I thought for a moment we could open up to each other. The Bat and the Cat. This is what I don't like, because Tom King's run on Batman was all about Bat Cat. It was that nickname. They called each other Bat Cat. It was overdone so much, and I'm just like, is really? Jeff Loeb? Yeah. It was to the point of just, it was horrible. Now, is Jeff Loeb doing that to kind of throw back to Tom King? Is this a more popular line that's been used throughout the history that I just don't know of, and I just associate it with that bad run of Tom King's? Regardless, I didn't like seeing it in this book, and I was like, Jeff Loeb, you're better than that. You're better than
see, I was like, that's cool, but I didn't know about the thing. No, well, I didn't know that it was this ship. Now I'm like, fuck, that's kind of lame.
Okay, and maybe that's it. You know, maybe it's, you know, that could be cool to people that weren't annoyed by the Tom King run, but I was seriously annoyed by the Tom King run.
I didn't read it. No, that's a lie. I read the David Finch stuff.
Yeah. I guess that was, well, I didn't read that. I looked at that. Sheldon Martin says, good butt shot on that Catwoman. Where's that? Hey. Where's it at? Where? Right there? There's some nice curves to it. There we go. Nice little highlights there. I like that. I can deal with that. So we get into this conversation between the two. It says, because we both know how this is going to turn out. And he's like, how's that? She's like, I kick your ass. And he's just like, all right, cracks a little bit of a smile, a little bit of some levity in it. It says, what is it that you want? Just to talk. He's like, you sure you don't want to like put your mouth on something? She's like, no, just to talk. He's like, damn it.
Just a tip.
Just a tip. And she's like, no, I just want to talk. She's like, what are we thinking there? Barbara is as close to you as a daughter. He's like, she started it. Again, it just doesn't seem like something Batman would say. Right?
Like,
you know, it's just I'm reading the dialogue and it's like she started it and she's like, she started it. What are you, 5? I read that. I'm like, Jeff, my man, my favorite writer.
no, it's like a robot chick. This is like a robot chicken skit. She started it.
She started. I mean, if they're going for the humor, I get it. It lands flat for me for some reason. I feel like it's in this moment, I don't know.
I got an opinion. Go through this scene and I'll give you my thoughts.
Okay, all right. She said, I get it. Hush is pushing your buttons, saving the Joker's life, horrific. But those people who you are fighting with are as close as family as anything you'll ever have. And he said, I did not ask for any of that. Well, you got to. Okay, anyway. You don't remember I telling you once that for a man who doesn't want any strings in his life, you sure have a lot of strings in your life. And sometimes, whether you like it or not, those strings pull hard. Ha ha. I think about what we could have. Oh, wait. I think about why we could never make it work. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with believing that there's a wall that you won't let come down, a wall that you built to protect a 10-year-old boy who saw his parents shot to death. And he's just like, why are we bringing this up again? This is old news. I think about how much you know about me and how often I feel like I don't know you at all. I'm just like, you're the greatest detective. How do you not know anything about Selena Kyle? She's like, you know me, Bruce, probably better than anyone. All I ever really wanted was what's best for you. Right now, what's best for me is, and then this happens. So we'll pause here. Go ahead.
Okay, this whole scene, this whole scenario is that 1X. We all have them. You're not friends, but you're cool.
Right? I can see that.
When you come into contact with them, you still have that open honesty with each other that might not mean shit because you're exes, but you're still going to give, and vice versa, you're going to give them that brutal honesty about what the scenario is, how to fix your shit, and they give you their opinion. And that's when you realize, thank God I'm not with this fucking cunt anymore. But no, that's what this scene. This scene had me like in that scenario many fucking times.
Right.
I'm sure you've been there. People in the chat have been there. You're just like, you're right. You gonna suck my dick or what? What are we doing? You know, like,
I was just gonna say, yeah. Let's get to the real good part of why we're hanging out with your ex.
Yeah.
There's only one reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just you know, I don't know. Some of the dialogue fell flat for me on that.
No,
what
it
I do want to,
like Jeff Lowe. Like,
right? That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just something looks, something seems off all around.
Like,
the entire team seems off.
Heart to it. I get what he's trying to do with them talking and whatever, but there's no heart to it. Like, it is what it is, but it's not really clever.
Yeah.
Not really thoughtful.
I feel like it's forced.
It's forced.
I feel like it's forced.
Yeah.
You know, and I felt that for most of the run so far, that a lot of the dialogue seems forced.
Forced, yeah. Like, he's been out of the game for how long? Like, I don't know if he's still doing fucking TV and movies, but like,
I don't know,
man.
I do like the art here on Catwoman's the silhouette here with the highlights. That is really good.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay,
is this comparison to when John Byrne went over to DC and lost his mojo?
Talking about Jim Lee or Jeff Loeb?
Jeff Loeb.
Could be. I mean, it could be. I expected. I expected a lot more from Jeff Loeb in this. I
haven't cried yet once from this fucking run, and I shed a tear.
Yeah, the first run was so good.
So
good, and this one just not so much. So out of nowhere, we get the Robin Rang, or whatever you want to call it, comes flying through the window, ties up Batman, and just pulls him out the window. And again, this is fine. I think this panel is pretty damn good. This panel, though, again,
the yucks, like, just too many yucks in this, and it's like,
I almost sometimes it's either Jim Lee in certain panels is like really trying to channel Frank Miller, like really do a Frank Miller, with like the really simplistic stuff, or it's just
Yeah.
the finishes are not as great. I'd have to see the original pencils for this to decide which is which. But this is just what I'm saying. There's too many panels in this run that to me are below Jim Lee worthy. And it's stuff like this. Like, if you think back to the original Hush or anything, the Superman run he did, whatever, this panel still would have looked badass. You know, the detail would have been there. It would have
That
been
would have
really.
been a double pager coming
Yeah.
out like of the glass. Like that would have been a double page spread, and it would have been rendered as hell, and it would have been big and blocky and in your fucking face. Wow.
Rick says sounds like chick dialogue. Some of it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe Loeb didn't even want to write this. Hey, there's a possibility that they all kind of got roped into doing this because DC really wanted to. They got a paycheck. You know, I'm not saying that they just did it for the paycheck, but there's a chance that they might not have been as passionate about it. Because, you know, when people are passionate about something, it shows up in their work.
Yeah.
All over the place. It shows up and you get a really great piece of art. And when they're just kind of doing it, I feel like this is what you get.
Like, it doesn't make sense. They're like, this is the 22nd, 23rd anniversary of Hush. Who the fuck cares? They should have done a Superman series because of the fucking movie in the summer. Like, this does not make sense. Who celebrates your 23rd anniversary? Like,
You guys, that's kind of an odd number to celebrate, right?
And then 25. Like, if it was 25,
That's a good point.
It doesn't make sense. Like,
Yeah,
it's
that's
definitely
honestly,
a check. It's definitely
honestly a
because,
good point.
yeah, it sucks.
It does kind of fall, and who knows? It could be the age too. Maybe they didn't want to wait another 2 years for both Loeb and Jim Lee to get this project out. Maybe they're like, you know, if we're going to do this, we need to do it now, because who knows? Maybe they'll be retiring here in a few years. I don't know.
Then you probably got some broad that's like, I don't understand why you just don't like it because it's 23. And you're like, shut up, you fucking yeast infected looking cunt. Right?
Michael says, I don't think Alan Iverson can draw. I don't know. Yeah, possibly. So Robin gets him, and this is actually pretty cool. I do like this. This came out pretty good. But it's a little cartoonish.
I don't like the colors.
I don't like the colors. No. But art-wise, page layout, I do like this.
Fight.
It's a good. I like this. This right here is good. The rest of the stuff is decent. But this is what I don't like about this. This is where I was telling Sean, I was like, I ain't completely lost on what's going on here because none of this makes sense. Because just last issue, Robin was coming in to help out Batman with Bane, right? The last 2 issues. And then he was fighting Hush with Batman with Bane. And now all of a sudden he's turned on Batman.
Or was he?
Oh, you know, maybe.
Was he mind manipulated? Was it some other fucking MacGuffin?
It could be. I mean, you saw how they used Poison Ivy in the first
Where's
run.
she at?
You haven't seen her yet. You haven't seen her, you know? But it's weird because, like, why? They were just fighting together, seemingly the same night, you know, if not the night before. Now he ties up his dad, pulls him through, you know, very, very violently pulls him through a window, hogtied. He just starts banging him off of rooftops, of cars, dragging him through the streets. Basically, normal man, dead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense to me. It says Damian will always have something to prove, not just to me, not to others, but to the world. He is not the Robin who grew up in my shadow. He's not the Robin who wanted the job. He will never be the Robin who died at the hands of the Joker. He is Robin, my son, and all that comes with that, as he's left broken and bleeding on the ground. And then in comes...
This is dumb. Fucking Bed Bath & Beyond Riddler.
All right, I like when we first saw the costume in issue 159, I think it was. I dug it. This not so much. Again, lack of detail. There is such little detail in this. I mean, look at. I'm just going to point this out because this is what was disappointing. After last issue, getting some really nice double-page spreads, fighting Bane, really awesome detail. We get into this issue, and it's just like lack of detail here. This is like the quickest 1998 version of Jim Lee that you could ever get, back when he was doing the real simple line work, like what was that, Divine Right kind of, which was good, don't get me wrong. I know, I'm not dogging Divine Right, you and I, yeah, but you know what I'm saying. It was like a lot of lighter work, not a lot of detail, not a lot of rendering. That's what this is here. And then look at this face.
Yeah.
My point is, you and I could get away with doing something like that.
Hell
But
yeah,
Jim Lee, right?
Oh yeah.
But Jim Lee, no, because Jim Lee would have, in his prime, or if he was really passionate about it, would have drawn that face. All those little faces he did in the theater in the first Hush run, he can draw small faces. Yeah, he can draw faces, small faces with detail, and just like the mask seems off. The face, I don't know. I don't
like the costume.
Oh,
Maybe
Robin's costume.
Maybe it's the lighting that's affecting the colors.
Yeah, I think the highlights from the lighting are. I think it's supposed to be more of like a black costume. It's coming off very, I don't know, pink purplish, which I don't mind those colors, but it just looks odd on Robin. It just doesn't look like it goes together. Cunt O'Hare's in the house. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Sheldon says either this is next level mind-blowing 4 steps ahead writing, or it keeps falling on its face. Could very well be. 23 anniversary does seem like an odd number. Good point. Because it is indeed an odd number. I like that. Cunt O'Hare says, someone say my name? Absolutely. Shell said, it's time. I don't even want to attempt to say that and like say it wrong. But that is good. If we were doing the comment of the night, that's it.
So much.
Yeah. The next thing we do after the leaderboard might be doing the comment of the night, and these are all trial runs for it, but that would be it. You would have got that right then.
Fucking perfect.
Chris says Riddler is my least favorite Batman villain.
He's everybody's least favorite.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, mine too. But yeah, he's probably which is why he worked good in the first Hush, because you wouldn't have expected him.
Yeah, that's what made it brilliant.
That's what made it such a great twist in the story, that it was him all along.
Yeah.
And to bring him back now, it's just not. Yeah, the costume. Yeah, originally I thought the costume was good. Right now, it's not working. I gotta agree with Sean now. I'm on Sean's side on this now. I've abandoned my point of view, and I'm just like, not my thing anymore. Looks like Riddler is hitting Robin in the face with his tail. It kind of does, yeah, because it's bleeding over. Yeah, it's bleeding over. Also, way too much detail with the gooch, and the butthole. Yeah, look, you got the gooch and the butthole spot. Like, I'm not sure what was the point in all that. So anyway, he kind of talks about the Riddler. He says overwhelming. The Riddler, his overwhelmingly needs to be respected causes him to overreach beyond his capabilities. You see Riddler come here and just starts beating the shit out of Batman,
which is odd.
Which is odd as hell.
Batman, I do like that gesture of Batman. That's pretty cool.
This one right here,
a little more artsy fartsy, but it's probably small, so that you can't really do much with small figures.
Yeah,
but I wish that was like a 3. I wish that was an anchor panel.
Yeah, he's the choices on his paneling in this book has been interesting.
Very, very. People are gonna probably fucking torch me for this one, but kind of little more George Perez-ish as far as doing smaller figures.
Oh yeah.
But
there's a lot.
Have more characters in the background.
I mean, he's going all out on the backgrounds in this book. Paying attention, he's drawing the shit out of the cityscape and just environment. So I mean, that's been really good.
Yeah, he's not sleeping on that. That high respect on.
It's almost like he's taking more time to do a lot of the architecture, and although you got
the actual
is this palm trees in Gotham City?
I mean,
is that what that is? Is that a palm tree?
I think so.
Well, each their own, I guess. And he says he is stronger than he could be, as he's talking about the Riddler as he's getting the shit kicked out of him. He says overcompensating, and then we find out it's really an exoskeleton. So who do you get the exoskeleton from? That's gonna be the question going forward, right? Who equipped him with all this stuff? Alfred Hush.
Right.
Although it seems like Riddler is like trying to go against Hush. Again, very confusing so far. Like I'm to the point in the story where like I need something to start being revealed a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like we've just been treading water a little bit with the story. It's been a very slow drip, which I don't mind slow reveals, but this just seems to be, again, I'm like, give me something a little bit more. And maybe we're going to go into that based on the ending of this book, but we didn't get it in this issue.
Like, you know what? If we could go back to Spawn real quick, like,
yeah,
from like 350-ish or so, like the first few issues, we get answers, but then we get more questions for the first dozen or so of issues. And that's cool. Like, you know, you like reading it, getting engaged like this, you're just getting more and more questions that just we're not getting anything. It's what 6-7 issues into this, and it's just like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, so this is what 58 is when we started. 158 is 160. So this is what, the 5th issue?
Jesus Christ!
So we're almost halfway through the storyline, and I don't know what the hell is going on. You think you should have? I mean, we have theories. Obviously, the theory that it's not Hush is there, but I don't know. I feel like I was expecting more. It's like you said, it seems phoned in. It does, and I didn't want to think about that at first. The first couple issues, I was getting into it. I was giving it some time to mature and get out there as far as the story. Let it build, let it grow, and I saw where it was going from the beginning. And I was like, this is a great concept. If he sticks to landing, this is going to be awesome. And so far, it's still been stalling. It's stalling out of the gate. I feel like we haven't left the gate yet. You know
what it is? It's like when you're on an airplane and you're trying to do this big cross-country move, and you get your connected plane, and you're about to land, and you think you're going to land because you hear that the fucking wheels are out, and you feel boom, 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 and then like 1 minute later, you look out to the left of yourself, like past a pretty blonde chick in all white with shoes, anomaly, and you're still in the fucking air, and you're like, "What's going on here?" And then 10 minutes later, the pilot's like, "We have to make a double landing. We're gonna turn around in 5 minutes, and then like it's like that." Have you ever been in that scenario?
No, but it doesn't sound fun.
Was not. But,
so he finds out he's got this exoskeleton. He says it's designed to echo my fighting style. I don't know how he figured that out, but that's what it is. And then he puts this electric shock thing on him, takes him out. He says they need all the help they can get, as do you, Bruce. You have friends in low places. I'm not sure what that means, neither does Batman, because we get this question mark, right?
Right.
And then Hush shows up out of nowhere again over by Dick and Barbara. Says, anger is a gift, the gift that keeps on giving. And this is an interesting scene here where there's like incoming, shoots out like all these syringes and stuff. And Huntress comes in and just starts deflecting them with her staff here. Ting, 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 ting. Take your best shot, Grayson. Yeah. Well, there you go. Eat this, you bastard. Hell yeah. Batman throws his size at the same time. Says, Dick will always be the best of them. Whoa, Batman. Calm down.
He's like, I love Dick.
He's like,
Dick so much.
It's like Dick will be the best of them.
He's got good Dick.
He's like, I love it. And double teams Hush here. You got the staff off the chest, batarangs in the arm. I did like this. This was cool though.
Yeah. Head's not as wide as the original Hush.
Yeah, very skinny.
Yeah, this ain't Tommy.
All of his, well, yeah, if he's drawing him completely different on purpose, and that makes sense because it wouldn't be Tommy.
Yeah.
And so in that case, you have a much slimmer body style. Who could it be? That's the question.
Evil Alfred.
Evil Alfred. I'm telling you, that could be. And then it says only if Dick believed that in himself, and you get this kind of moment where I'm assuming they're looking at each other, almost like this respect, like, yeah, look what we did, we're badass, and we just did that maneuver, it's cool. And then Jason shows up with the Batmobile. It says, the car. I've been waiting for Hush to bring him back into the game. And Batman says, let him go. They still want to believe in him. Let who go?
They're talking about Jason.
But what is he? Who's he saying? Let him go. Just let Jason go. As he gets out, just starts shooting at everybody.
Like, don't hurt him. He's just a baby.
Yeah. He's misunderstood. We still have hope for him.
Yeah, yeah. It's like that scene in Lost Boys when when the Frog Brothers, like, Laddie comes out and he's from the bed. He's like, yeah. They're like, holy shit, it's Attack of Eddie Monster. So I was like, he's just a boy.
So I'm just like, all right. So Jason shows up. He's shooting at every single person now. Huntress, she's like, I'm on it. She starts chasing Jason as he just jumps out of the car, shoots at people, and starts climbing up this thing, parkour style.
Yeah.
He says, I cannot go after Hush now. The car is Hush's move. So, like, this is, again, reference to Jason's working with Hush for whatever reason still. And we get the sequence where Huntress and Jason go after it. I just don't know if this is really Jim Lee's, like, I'm going to really channel Frank Miller with this run. Because I just see it in the gestures. I see it in the layouts. I feel like a lot of the stuff that Jim is doing is Jim Lee-ified Frank Miller.
Yeah.
Not
not even good Jim Lee-ified Frank Miller.
Yeah, not like what he did in the first Hush, which he did some of that. He actually did a lot of it. We pointed it out when we did the series. It was very well done. It was Jim Lee done. And this is just, I don't know. Like, I feel like he's leaning more into the Frank Miller isms in this time around. I see it like in this page, especially the layout, everything looks Frank Miller-ish. Something that, I don't know. And I don't know if I'm digging the gray hair with Jason.
Yeah,
like, it makes him seem like he's older than Bruce, and Bruce doesn't have any gray hair.
Yeah, that's weird. That's like like early 2000s. It's like, just dye that shit. It's stupid.
So here's an interesting thing. So he's fighting her. He's like, I'll give you. You got talent. I'll give you that. She said, coming from you, that means nothing. Typical woman. Staying. And he says, join us. So here we go again. Are you trying to recruit these people? Or are you trying to fight them? It doesn't make a lot of sense. Join us. There is another truth. What's this other truth? So we're building to something. I get it, right? There's a story here. It's not like Jeff Loeb is going to leave us high and dry. There's going to be something there. They're little pieces. It's just the execution so far. I'm not liking it, but he's putting pieces together. And so, like, what is this other truth? That Jason's talking about that has turned Jason against Bruce and put him on league or in league with Hush. That's a cool mystery. I'm good with that. I would like to see it. Let's get to it a little bit more. Frank Miller, 1000% Frank Miller on this.
Yeah.
And so she seemingly just kind of knocks him down. He's like, pull me up. I've been shot. I don't want to die, essentially. And she's like, all right, fine. Tell me this truth. And as she's being gullible, he takes her arm and throws her down. Never trust anyone in this family. Oh, so he's just like impressive. She's like, I'm an idiot. The first time a woman actually admits.
Yeah, right. Like, I love her.
Yeah, like, I got more respect for her now after all that. What?
Crew.
Oh, mischaracterization. Here is a wild god. Crew, welcome to the show. Says the white streak is so random too. Yeah, I don't know where that came from. Like,
is that from the Lazarus Pit?
I don't feel like he's had it before. The times I've seen Jason previous to this as the Red Hood in books, I don't think he had it.
Oh, I thought it was.
Maybe he did. The only thing I can think of is that Clayface, when he was impersonating Jason in that scene, had the white hair.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine they'd be going back to the well with the Clayface thing again.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like that would be too much to just kind of go over the same story beats as you did last time around. But that's the last time I saw him with gray hair, because every other, like the Under the Red Hood or some of the Red Hood books that came out, I don't remember him having red hair or white hair. And so now Dick's like, I came to talk. He's like, none of you want to listen. Well, okay.
Stop beating us up, dickhead.
Yeah, I know. He says, I'm not letting you leave. And
this
Bruce,
is cool.
yeah, Bruce detaches the door to the Batmobile and just throws it against. Yeah, throws it against Dick and Barbara. He says, I don't need your permission, which is true.
Yeah.
He's Batman. Sorry to tell you guys, you don't have the name recognition as this man. I didn't realize he had the bat symbol in his knee pads.
That was cool.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I dig that. Jumps in the Batmobile and he says, activate. And I do like, as far as colors go, this is legit.
Yeah.
It's probably my favorite panel in the entire book. Sinclair did a good job with this. I like the yellows, the oranges. Like, this looks good. I like it. Not so much still, like, you still got the weird purple and pink shit that he's doing with the palette, but that looks badass.
Once I realized what it was, I was like, that's fucking brilliant. I'm like, that's Tumblr ass shit.
Oh, yeah. So all everything starts blowing up around the Batmobile. Barbara's like, he wasn't escaping. He saved us. And you see the ground collapses as he falls down to the layer below. And he starts to cough, and now you see all these faces. So before we get to the next panel, you got Bane here. Looks like Clayface. Looks like Poison Ivy here. Or maybe that's Clay. I mean, that's kind of looks like the same face. Maybe
What
Mr.
happened to
Freeze. Oh, Whisper?
No. Oh, yeah. No. Crocodile.
Oh.
Is he
Yeah,
part of this?
maybe that's one of them. I feel like one of them is Clayface. Maybe one of them is Crocodile. That's Poison Ivy, Bane. This could be Mr. Freeze, maybe with the round eyes. I don't know, but we get to the next panel and it's the Joker. And he says, well, look who fell in the well, as he's helping Batman up. He's not killing him. He's not attacking him. He's helping Batman up, which I think is an interesting thing. Well drawn. I like this. I think this is good on the Joker. Looks really good.
Good page.
Yeah, good gesture there. So he's helping him up. He's not attacking him. And here's the theory I have. There is a piece of art that's been floating around for a little while. Shout out to Paulus Arts. Good to see you. He says, yeah, I thought the streak was from the Lazarus Smith. Okay, then I could definitely be wrong then on that. The Adversity Art is saying it could be Clayface for sure.
Okay.
It could be him, doing the whole thing again. It could be. She shot her shot and missed. Mad props. There you go.
And he's got braces. That's boss's shit.
Can they decide he is a good guy or a bad guy? Why he acts like he did pre-Flashpoint, so inconsistent? Yeah, it's probably just like all the different writers, writing Jason. Croc. One of them has to be Croc. It probably does.
See, this goes back to where Riddler was just like, you have friends in low places.
Right. Thank you for bringing it back. This full circle right there. He says you have friends in low places. So here's the thing that is really, I don't know where Jeff is going with this. However, there's a piece of art, like I was saying, that shows Batman standing side by side with his rogues gallery.
Oh,
and Hush standing side by side with the Bat family. It's been out there.
The Hush one I did not see. I seen the Batman and the Rogues. That's a great piece.
It's a great piece. I love it. But so like that backs up everything I've been saying about this being a war where Batman is having to side with his rogues gallery against the Bat family. Why is the question. And I like the mystery of why. So going forward, I'm hoping that that's told a little bit better, because that's what I've been waiting for us to get to. And I feel like finally we're kind of getting to that a little bit with this scene where this is very much Joker helping Batman up in like a friendly way. Yeah, he's got the gun there, you know, but this is kind of like what you would do with a buddy. He's lifting him up by the arm, helping him out. You know, he's not like doing a Joker thing, like kicking him in the head or laughing with a crowbar.
Yeah.
You know, right? You know, so that's the mystery going forward, which I am excited about. But this issue just did not do anything to push it forward for me. So I'm hoping the next issue based on this right here will be a lot better. Although I heard it's being delayed until like February.
February,
I think that's what I heard. Yeah.
Wait, but that's the 6th. Like, how many fucking issues is this going to be?
It's going to be 12.
But we're taking a break on the 6th issue?
They already took the break.
Oh.
They took the break so they could launch Batman 1. So that could have all of the attention of the DC market, and then they came back to this. I don't know if it was bad planning or whatever it was, but they took the break and now they're back. And this is a 12-issue series from everything I've heard, unless that's changed. And now we're going to be going forward, and I don't know, but February, yeah, I heard the issue 163 is not coming out to February. Don's in the house. Says, dudes, what's going on, brother?
What's up, brother? Yo, shout out to you for including us into your story. That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
More people need to do that. More people need
make it
to
all about us.
All about us. Give us a credit. Look at all of the illustrators that we have in our chat that have grown so supplementary because of watching our show. So you're welcome,
yeah.
World. Just
Paulus Art says most of Hush 2 art is off for me, but the OG Hush is peak Jim Lee and peak comic book art, top 10 of all time, maybe top 5. I'm down with that.
Ooh, that's a discussion.
I'm down with that. It's a good discussion, but I would not argue with that. Like, you're speaking my language there as far as the Hush 1 goes. I like this panel. It's great. This is the best one. I mean, it's a good way to end the book because it's probably the best one in the book. For sure. Hey, chat. Hope all is well. Same with you, my friend. Same with you. So that's
Thanksgiving. Wait, what week are we?
We're in the week after Thanksgiving.
Yes.
So that's where we're at. That's Hush 162. For me, a lot left to be desired in the book itself. I mean, we pretty much kind of went over everything that I wanted to say while we were looking at the books. I mean, there's no real reason to have a giant discussion about it. It was disappointing. It was disappointing and it shouldn't have been. After coming off the last issue, which was really, really good, I thought this should have been the springboard of the story. And, you know, maybe they're doing that with issue 6. That's fine. But I feel like this should have been the springboard where now we're getting going. Now things are really falling into place. And we just didn't get that with this issue.
We ain't getting shit with nothing. Like, let's be honest.
No, I mean,
like, there's nothing in the original Hush series. I think even numbers were action, and then odd numbers were kind of more story-driven based. But I'm so fucking confused. I don't know what's what.
Yeah, I'm very confused in this issue. Now, the only thing I can think of is mind control. You know, we talked about that in the last issue before. You know, is there mind control going on? When it comes to everybody, is Bruce under mind control? You know, there better be a good twist on all of this, and I think Jeff Lowe can do that. I think he could pull it all together.
Yeah.
And, you know, and all this could be really good once it's all put in place. But if you just judge an issue to issue, this one to me just kind of it stalled the story. It just did. And there's no way around it. You know, I went into it really looking forward to reading it, wanted good things from it, and for some reason it just didn't hit. So that's my honest opinion. If I had to give it a rating, I mean, this is my least favorite of the 5 that have come out so far, and I'm thinking 4.
Yeah, I was gonna do that too.
Yeah, like below average. You know.
I actually thought when he fell, and like there's the villains and there's Joker. That's when I thought it was really picking up, and I'm like, oh
yeah,
over.
Yeah, I was like, why do we have to sit through 19 pages or whatever until this point? Like, yeah, I agree. Michael says Jim should have Silvestri lay out the issues for him. Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be a lot of ego, though. That'd be a big ego hit. Chris says, Joe and Sean, are you reading the new DK or DCKO comic series?
Not
I
yet,
am
but
not.
I will be.
What is that?
I haven't had the time to really read anything minus what we cover here, but I will be getting back to. I will be reading that. I'm actually excited for that.
I don't even know what it is.
It's at the preview. It's in this book. It was just after the cover, and then there was.
Yeah, I have not been reading that at all.
Yeah.
I've skipped everything that's been extra in this book, so yeah, I haven't even been paying attention. Adversity Art says, hopefully the inconsistencies are addressed in the next issue to come. Yeah, I hope so, and I think hopefully we're gonna get a good issue next issue. Like I feel like it's setting up for something good.
They wrote it.
Yeah, like you need to bounce back. This is like a loss in sports, right? Like this was a loss. You need to come back next week with a victory, and that's what I'm hoping we get from issue 163. Rick Saylor says, I agree with this was painful enough. Facts. Yeah. Story in this issue seems a waste of time. Yeah, thank you. Like that's when Sean and we both read it at different times, and when we finally got a chance to sit down and talk about it before the show to kind of go over what we wanted to talk about tonight, we both basically had the same opinion about the book. It was kind of a waste of time. Nothing really significant happened in it. Yeah. And then we had more questions than answers, and not in a good way. Not in a good way of storytelling, right? Where you're like, oh man, I wonder, this is going to happen. What's going on with this? It's more like, what the hell? The biggest thing that bothered me was the Robin thing. How do you go from saving Batman with Bane 2 issues ago to fighting Batman and dragging him through the streets, basically in a position where you could have killed him? Now, like, it doesn't make any sense, and there's no answer for it. There's no answer for it. It was out of the blue.
Yeah.
Now, it would have made more sense if it was like Tim Drake, because it would have been part of the Bat family, and you're still wondering why is the Bat family turned on Batman, because that's a good mystery to solve. Yeah, he's not in the storyline so far.
What? Yeah.
Haven't seen him. He's a significant player that hasn't been involved in the storyline.
Nah.
Maybe he's Hush.
Oh.
Maybe DC turning him gay snapped something in his brain, and he became Hush.
Killed everybody I've ever loved.
He's like, I used to get women, now I just get dick.
No, just kidding. I don't even get the dick I want.
Yeah. Just enough art and story to limp on. Pretty much. I mean, I'm invested into it, and we're gonna keep on reviewing it. Yeah, we're gonna keep on reviewing it, but it's this is like watching the Lions play. Although I think they're winning.
Good. Yeah,
it was 17-6, I think, when I came down here. Yeah, I kind of just assumed he's a character I don't really pay attention to. A loss for sure. Not a fan of Jeff Loeb. What's up, Mike? How's it going? I am a fan of Jeff Loeb. I actually love Jeff Loeb. But I think what bothers me so much is this isn't on par to what I've read of Jeff Loeb.
Nope.
And I haven't read everything he's done, but the stuff that I've read, he's one of my favorite writers because he did Hush. He did the Batman, Superman, Armageddon storyline with Michael Turner. He's done a bunch of.
Yeah, he's my favorite writer. I love this is heartbreaking. This is Jordan coming out of retirement of baseball.
Right.
I don't know, man. Granted, he still won a championship, I think, but sucks.
Adversity Art says, why is he giving Batman belt to ass? Did you hear the OG Mortal Kombat Shang Tsung actor? Oh, that sucks.
Oh, no, really?
I did not hear that. That's sad.
Oh, that sucks. My condolences to his family.
Yeah, shout out.
Wait, from the game or from the movie? Like Harry? Or
I think I'm assuming from the movie. It says actor. It's got to be the movie because he was a pretty popular,
Harry,
Asian actor. He was in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he was great. If it's him.
This is Jeff Nobe.
On fire today.
He said, which actor? I hope it's not Harry. How do you pronounce his name? Yeah. I mean, it sounds like it's probably him. Man, that sucks. Rest in peace. I think Hush 1 was the same level of incoherence. Really?
What?
I thought Hush 1 was actually pretty good.
Awesome.
I thought it had a good story. It built well. You know, it did a good job of going through the rogues gallery, getting some big heavy hitters to come in and do cameos with Superman.
Did you think who was Hush?
Yep.
Yeah,
Tied it up very
fun.
nice at the end. Yeah, no, I think Hush 1 was great. I have no problems with Hush 1.
Nope.
This one I got issues with.
This is more
Crew. To Paula says they consistently ruin him. In my opinion, he doesn't even need to interact with the family. He can go solo if only writers cared. I agree with that, man. I have been over the Bat family for a long time, and I even said to a point, like, I like the characters. You can still have Robin and Nightwing and like all these characters. You focus on them doing their own thing. Get Batman a little bit more solo again, doing his own adventures. And I originally thought, like, what if this storyline Jeff was making to do just that, so that they could sever this Bat family, right, and then push Batman being a more of a solo character going forward after the storyline was done. I originally thought that might be the case. Now I don't know. So we'll have to see where that goes. But I wanted to like Hush, but no, it's the same way. We were really excited about Hush too, and like Sean said earlier today, I don't know if you said it live or if we were just discussing it, but you said this was like your biggest disappointment of 2025
of comic books. Most recent,
right? Yeah.
Basically, probably one of the biggest disappointing comic books run series, whatever the fuck you want to call them, the past few years.
Yeah,
and I've been looking like as hyped for because it's fucking Jim Lee, Jeff Loeb. Like, this just hurts my dick.
Yeah,
not in like a.
Well, it's especially sad because we just came off of 2024. We just came off of Silvestri's Batman and Joker, the Deadly Duo, which was tits. It was top notch.
Yeah,
art and storytelling. I mean, and then we got the news that Hush 2 was coming out, and we were just thinking like, oh, here we go. Like, this is just, hit after hit,
Yeah.
I originally thought it was a great idea by DC to do this following Silvestri's Batman, because I'm like, oh, what a perfect way to follow that up. The next year you do Jim Lee coming back on Batman and do, the sequel to Hush with Jeff Loeb coming back. And it's falling flat, and it's just 1,000%. That's all you can really say. Looking at the leaderboard, it looks like Adversity Art is number 1, followed by Kate Ojo and Michael Pritchard in the chat. So shout out to you guys, Rick Saylor and Christopher Bouchard. It looks like they're possibly just staying in their same spots going forward. Agreed, the Bat family is so large it could be its own universe.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Yeah, it's just they did it too much, man. They did it, and then they have to tear it down a little bit. Like, they got too crazy with it. Because when you think about it now, Gotham, you have like 10 people defending Gotham besides Batman now.
And it's still a shithole.
It is still a shithole, and they still have a problem. It's just, you've kind of lessened Batman, in my opinion, because of that. Because he has so much help now, and there's still so much adversity he's got to go through. Yeah, so I'm down with that. Let's get rid of the Bat family. Let's get Batman back to being solo and move forward. All right. It's that point in the show here. We wrap that up. Let's talk about the giveaway. So the leaderboard, I'm going to pop this back up here. The leaderboard here with 11 victories is Rick Saylor on top, followed closely in second place by Christopher Bouchard with 10 victories. And then Mo Biggs with 4, and then a bunch of other people with 3 and 2 and 1. Sean has been showing off what he's putting in. There's been a bunch of head sketches. Paul Thayer is putting in an exclusive comic or a print run of comic into the pod as well. This is all stuff that one person is going to get. Now, I do want to say this before we go farther. Sean and I have been talking about having maybe at least a second, or like a runner-up. It won't be as big of a pot, obviously, because
we want the losers to feel good about themselves.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys are really going after this, we might have a second place thing as well. So we're talking about that. We're discussing it. But the first place is going to get a shit ton. And right now, a lot of original art, comics, whatever else we can get in there before it's all said and done. This is happening at the end of the year. We will tally up all the wins at the end of the year, and then we will try to have like the first show of 2026 whatever show it is, we're here on this channel to be like the final show. And we'll see if there's a tie going into it, or we'll see if there's a clear-cut winner. We'll find out. But here, after all it's said and done, what I am putting into the pot.
Make it big. Make yourself bigger just so they can see it.
Oh, yeah. Hold on a second. All right. So Rick Saylor also says this is the time the Big Two need to bring out big bangers. This mid shit is why comics are dying. And I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Runner-up gets a keychain. There you go. Or pictures of me naked. Finally.
Ooh.
We're going to find out. Do I get a prize for the most handsome regular? I'm sure we can figure something out there for you. There, Wiley J. All right. This is what I'm putting into the pot. A blank page.
I'm so excited.
So excited. No. This is an original page from Reaper Destroyer issue 1. This is an $800 value. If you go on my website, superiorpresscomics.com,
it says so right there.
This page is on sale for $800. I will take it down so nobody can buy it. But this is the page I'm going to be putting in for the winner of the giveaway. This is a premium page. It's got a full shot of Reaper Destroyer, taking out the Necro Mimic. I was thinking about giving other pages, but I want to give you guys something good, something worthwhile value. I'm putting the main character on, full shot of him, a nice action scene there. This I just want to remind you guys that pages on the campaign for Reaper Destroyer went for $1,000 a piece. They're on my website from anywhere from $800 to $3,000 right now. So these aren't things I'm giving away lightly. I'm trying to hold on to them. If you really want them, you got to buy them. But that's why this is so important for me to put this into the pot for you guys, to give you a good shout out and a thank you for being such a great supporter of this channel, and make the super chats and all that stuff worthwhile for you guys to be really putting in. So here we go. Page 31, although I think I had to read, I think this is actually page 33 in the book. I'd have to look. I mean, it might be 32. Some of these they were not numbered right. The original page, drawn and inked by yours truly right here. You can feel it. Feels nice. It's awesome. That is going to be what I am putting in, amongst a couple other things that we'll talk about later, into the pot. So that's coming from me. Sean's got a shit ton of head sketches. You guys are going to also get comics and all that kind of stuff. We got to see if Zach is going to put anything in, but it's going to be a major, major prize for you guys. So shout out, and that's, I hope you guys enjoy that.
And also pictures of Kayla's feet.
Pictures of Kayla's feet. That's right.
And two of her numbers from her telephone number.
Yeah. We're gonna make it really good for you guys.
We're doing this for you.
Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, I hope you enjoy that. I'm excited to give that away to you guys. That's one of my favorite pages of the book, and to give that to the winner, I think is gonna be really cool. Rick Saylor says that'll look good on my wall. Great prize. Shout out, Ryan. Good to see you, man. We read that comic. Hell yeah. Rick Saylor with a 39-month member chat says, "Don't be a bum." Back type 1.
Type 1. Yes. I got news for next week. But hey, you know what? I'm a little. Hold on. Man, where am I shit? No. Oh, dude, hold on. No.
Are you showing something off? Because I got you big.
No. I was going to do. So I want to start a rivalry. Since
start the rivalry.
I'm not showing anything off.
Okay. My bad.
Yeah.
There we go.
Since Phil McNulty is no longer with us, so Joe's cover has 38 backers.
Yeah, let's go.
Chris Graves, who's still has 49 backers.
Oh,
he had a longer time to show his than Joe did, because Joe.
That's true. That's true.
I want my friends to be in competition, and I want to win because of the money. Mm-hmm. Let's help Joe get to 50, or let's help Chris get to 75. Let's bump up those numbers. Let's share that out. Let's make it a competition. Let's make it fun for me.
Let's make it fun for Sean. Links down below. Type 1. Don't be a bum. Back type 1 on Indiegogo and Fund My Comics. Although if you're talking about Chris and my cover, that's on the Indiegogo. So if you're gonna do that, follow the links below. Get my cover. Let's get caught up to Chris, because we all know that I need to be the one winning. because I'm Joe Sonntag. My cover's badass, and I'm a Chicago Bears fan, and we kick the shit out of the Philadelphia Eagles. Shout out to Chris. He knows.
Back Riding Pain Book 2.
Yeah, get riding. By the way, saw some previews for that Mark put out. Got Kevin Conrad coming on doing inks over Chris's arts. It looks badass. You guys don't want to miss that. Hopefully you back that and get on it.
And tell me we sent you.
Yeah, definitely do that. KO just said, Kayla's feet. I'm excited. Get me in trouble reading that one, man. You get me in trouble. She was like, what? How would she respond to that if I read that out, Sean?
Like Kayla, these of now?
Yeah, Kayla now. Yeah, go ahead, do it. Tell us
Who
how.
the fuck you think I am, flashing out my tits like that? You think I'm some kind of what? Like, goddamn, I got self-respect and dignity. Like, my father didn't raise no fucking skank off the street kid.
Wow. Yeah, that's why I didn't read it. We should get a slow reveal of Kayla starting. Jeez.
Jesus Christ.
You guys are trying to get us real in trouble.
Good thing she doesn't watch this.
Yeah, good thing she doesn't watch this show.
Yeah.
Yeah, glasses. I like it. You guys rock. I love this chat. The Bears are looking good in 2025. Yes, sir. Big game this weekend. Going up to Lambeau Field against the Green Bay Fudge Packers. We take this game. We hold on to first place in the NFC North and the NFC. Big game. If we lose it, we fall all the way down to 7th place in the seeding for the playoffs. So lots at stake. You know where I'll be Sunday, 4 p.m. I will be in my living room, parked right in front of that TV, yelling and swearing for 3 hours. Sean knows. He hears it. All right, guys, we are going to get up out of here. Yeah, they need this game for sure. All right, let me check the chat one more time. Top contributors in the chat. Number 1 is Adversity and Arts, or Adversity Arts Comics. I'm going to put that victory in your column. Thank you for being the number 1 contributor tonight. Shout out to you. Ronan Joe show this Sunday night, most likely. We will be having another chance for you guys to get on the leaderboard, and we'll see if Rick Saylor and Christopher Bouchard is going to get a stranglehold on this and or not. So thank you guys for joining us. This was Batman issue 162. Not our most exciting issue, but we had to cover it, and that's what we do here. Shout out to chat. You guys are awesome as always. If you're watching this live, you're watching this later, please hit the like button, share, subscribe, consider becoming a member of the channel. Go over to superiorpresscomics.com. Look for merch, original art, comic books. Help support us over there. If you buy anything from that store, remember to leave a review. That'll definitely really help the website out a lot. So appreciate you guys. Yeah, that's it. We're getting out of here. Everyone have a good one. Be good to each other. Take care of one another. And as always, picture me naked. Talk to y'all later.